Scorpio, I'm your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your monthly forecast for the month of October 2017. Now, what is going on this month, Scorpio, is we've got Mars and Venus right here for you in your 11th house of your goals and of your dreams and of your hopes for the future, okay? So I think what you're really trying to do is you're really just trying to manifest something, move forward on something that you feel like is going to put your life in a better direction, really help you to reach some of your dreams and goals, also to work better with groups of people in some way, and just to feel more authentically yourself and to let yourself be yourself, okay? I think that's a lot of what you're thinking about. I think you're really trying to figure out how to do some of your goals and do some of your dreams in a really practical way on your day-to-day routines, something like that. Really organize your life so that you can reach some of your dreams and goals too. And I think you're trying to figure out how you can bring more of your heart back into your life and where you see your life going, and really begin to move forward on some dream of yours that is really important to you and makes you feel happy. Okay, I think that's what's going on there, especially with Venus about to overtake Mars here as well in your 11th. Now, while all of that is going on with your goals and with your life and where you see your life going, I think there could be some confusion over here around what makes you happy and what it is that you enjoy. I know I've been talking about this for a little bit if you watch my weekly horoscopes. I know you've been trying to think about what makes you happy, and I think you may be a little bit confused about, as I do this new thing, as I go forward on some goals even, or reach for some dreams of mine that I really have, is it going to make me happy? Am I going to enjoy it? Maybe a little confused about that. And I think needing to learn this month to overcome some of the confusion here, to not worry so much about whether or not you're going to be happy, to explore other ideas and other options of things that can make you happy so that you really can begin to move forward on some of your goals here, on some dreams here, and create a better life for yourself moving forward, okay? That's because we do have Mars and Venus here in your 11th house and in opposition with Neptune in your 5th house of happiness, okay? So I think that's what's going on here. As you're focusing on your goals and where it is that you see your life going as well, I also think there's stuff coming up right here where Pluto is, and that's going to be in your 3rd house of communication and of talk. Okay, because we do have Pluto here in a trine with Mars and Venus in your 11th house of your goals. So I think you're communicating a lot about your life and about where you see your life going, talking to other people about what is happening to you and where you want your life to go, even if you're confused about what makes you happy and about what it is that you want, but still trying to think about too, not just talk to other people, but think to yourself about where is your life going? What it is that you want. Where do you envision your life? I think that's a big thing that's coming up, and I think after you communicate about some of this stuff, about your future and about your life, really having to commit to it, commit to building something stable on it, to using your money or getting more money, or using your finances and your gifts and talents and your resources to really build a life that can move you in some kind of new direction maybe that you weren't planning on, okay? That's because we do have Saturn in your 2nd house of money here, making a square to your 11th house of goals, okay? So I think that's a big thing that is going to be coming up for you. I think some of these conversations that you're having about your goals could be hard with Pluto and with Mars there, since they can bring up some big fears about where your life is going, some big deep conversations about your dreams, about your goals, about that kind of thing. I don't know if it'll be too bad for you, Scorpio, because Pluto rules you. You are pretty good with Pluto. You like getting deep with the deep stuff, so I think it'll be okay for you as you have some of these conversations, but I think you are trying to figure out where your life is going so that you can begin to build on it in a more stable way, use your money, get more money to you, and use some of your gifts and talents and just feel more comfortable, you know, moving into it, okay? And that is the big thing that's going on there. As you're thinking about all of this stuff, there's also something going on right here in your job and in your daily routines, because we have the moon here and in opposition with the sun in your 12th house of your insides, okay? And this is a full moon because that always happens when the moon opposes the sun. I think what's going on as you're trying to think about where your life is going and what you want in life and what's happening, I think there are some things in regards to, let's see, your job that you're ending. Maybe you've taken your job as far as you can take it, some kind of daily routines. There's like, your daily routines are boring, or there's nothing more you can do on the day-to-day to organize your life better. And I think you're having to realize, okay, you need new daily routines. You need to get rid of some of the daily routines that you have, or the job that you have, or whatever it is that you're working on, so that you can finally start to do something that you feel like is more comfortable for you, it makes more sense for you, and really puts your heart at peace, okay? So I think that's what you're trying to figure out as you're figuring out where your life is going, having to end something on the day-to-day that you do, a job, so that you can allow yourself to go in this new direction and to feel more comfortable, okay? And as you're doing that and really trying to feel more comfortable in life, I think, again, you're having to do a lot of communicating about it, about what's going on inside you, about some things from the past maybe, or some things that have been happening in secret, or that you feel deep down that you don't really talk about a lot. I think that could be going on too. That could also be really hard as you let this in, especially towards the middle of the month. But I think if you just push through it and keep moving forward, it's going to open up some big opportunities here for you to build more stability in your life, to get money, get the income you need, be more confident, use your gifts and talents and skills, and go in that direction, okay? So I really do think that is what is happening for you this month. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna erase this chart and start all over again. Because this month to me is interesting. I think it's a two-part month. You got the first part of the month, maybe the first 2/3 of the month really, and then you've got the last part of the month. And I think that the last part of the month gets a lot easier than the first part of the month here. So I'm gonna start, here's Scorpio, this is your sign. I always like to draw it there so I know, and you know what sign I'm referring to. But I think the beginning of the month, you're really trying to figure out where things are going for you, your life, your direction, some goals that you have, and to begin to work towards that. And I think towards the end of the month, you start to make more sense of where your life is going and really begin to build more of that stability into it and feel more comfortable and more confident using what you have to get to a goal, okay? The reason why that is because we do have Jupiter here October 11th. This is a great sign for you, Scorpio, moving in right here to your first house, okay? So that means that once October 11th comes, things that may have been hard for you recently are going to pick up, where it's going to be easier for you to do things that are important to you, make progress in a way that is important to you, expand your life in a really, really good and positive way, okay? This only happens once every 12 years. You've got Jupiter in your sign here really helping you to move your life in the right direction. It's also, to me, going to have a lot to do with whatever happened to you in 2012. There was something uncomfortable or unsettling as well. Jupiter's going to help smooth over the spot for you and make it a lot better coming in here. So I think that's going to be a good thing, and I think the focus of the next year for you as well is going to be on doing what you want, making yourself happy, expanding some of that, okay? And as you're moving forward on your goals, trying to build more stability into your life and get more money, be more confident, that's one thing you need to think about, is yourself and who you are and what you want, which is going to be really important. I think it's going to be important because we are going to have Mercury and eventually Jupiter come into a square here with the nodes. All right, and the nodes are, let's see, in your 10th house of career right here. I think if you really think about what it is that you want and what's going to be the best for you and who you are, I think it's really going to help you to create a career that you want, a new life direction, a better reputation, to increase your social standing in the world in some way. And I think you just need to focus on that and stick with that so that you really can begin to move up in the world as you focus on yourself as we move towards the end of the month. I also think this focus on yourself after perhaps trying to think about the life that you want and get more comfortable with everything is also going to make things easier for you over here to do what it is that makes you happy and to do what it is that you enjoy. I swear at the beginning of the month you may have been confused about what you want in life and about where your life is going, and I think as you come to the end of the month you realize, oh, this is it, like this is where my life needs to go, in what direction, this is the dream for my life, and now I'm moving in it, and this is why I was so confused about it beforehand, or you know, here's how I can be happy doing this new thing, going in this direction. And I think things start to fall into place later on too, where you start to feel like, you know what, I'm making progress in life, I'm moving up in the world, I'm actually kind of happy doing this when I didn't think I was going to be happy, and things start to come together. And I think it also as well allows you better to communicate too about what's happening with Jupiter and Mercury here making a sextile to Pluto in your 3rd house of talk and of communication, okay? So I think after all this stuff goes on, you begin to feel more lighter to communicate about what it is you want, to move up in the world, and to feel happy with where it is that your life is going in some way, okay? And I think you just need to stick with it, even if it doesn't feel like it at the beginning of the month, even if the beginning of the month seems hard or difficult or like you aren't sure where things are going. I think if you just stick with it and if you just push through at the end of the month, on the October 11th, 20th, right around there, things are going to start to change for you, and they're going to start to get a lot better, and doors are going to start to open up, and you're going to start to feel like, you know what, everything was worth it that has happened to me. All right, so this is what's going on this month. Your card, I love it. 5 of Pentacles reversed. this is a card that you want to get reversed, okay? This to me means you're coming out of a hard time, Scorpio. Maybe you felt like no one was there to help you before. You didn't have any help. No one understood you. Things were really hard. It took a lot of work. And I think you're going to find out this month you've got more help than you need. People are there when you need them to be there. Maybe people you didn't think would be there are going to be there for you. And that you've actually got it going pretty good here, and that you can actually start to turn your life around for the better. And create something that you just feel more comfortable with, okay? So I think that's what is going on for you this month. Scorpio, thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.